Bleh. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Cooking with Brenda and David. He's so I made a face at him. Sorry. I gotta do something every now and then. He ain't getting on my nerves. He's been here for a few days, but it's okay. Hey. Anyway, tonight we're going to make some blackened chicken, and I really hope it's not too spicy for him because he's not supposed to have too much spice. But he can show you what I do have in here, and then that way you'll know what I got in here. Now, you don't have to put the Italian season. You can put all that stuff that's in the Italian seasoning. I just used it. Okay? Okay, I'm making
This is called blackened
chicken, and you can use whatever you want to. I don't have no smoked paprika. Anyhow, I don't have any of this that's smoked. So, it's okay. I'm going to try to find some. I looked and I didn't see it, so I might have to do something. Anyhow,
so what'd you do?
I've got the paprikas more than anything in here, okay?
Every bit of this right here that I just showed
is in here.
Is in there, and you put how much of each one of them
I will
blobs?
tell you. Okay. It just depends on how many you need. And if you've got too much, that's fine. Just put it in the bag and put it in the freezer, and it'll be our next time you need it. You can blacken any kind of food. You can do fish, chicken, shrimp, pork, turkey. You can do anything you want to with this blackened.
I think you've done this before.
Of course, you know what.
But I don't remember. Was the chicken black? Is that why they call it that?
Yeah, you were always saying you burnt the chicken. No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember now. Yeah, I thought it was burnt one time. Okay,
yeah, well,
all right.
You always said the chicken's burnt. No, it ain't. Because you come through here and see it, and it's like, chicken's burnt. No, it ain't.
Okay, now I understand.
So I'm going to do 5 breasts. I hope I can get them all in there. They're all fairly thin, and if they're big, you might want to bang them down, all of them to be kind of even, so they'll cook about the same time. There's one that's not right there, but it's okay.
I'm sure you've washed it real good and all that and everything.
Well, let's just do this. Let's cook it. How about that? Now, some people like to grind this all up fine. To me, it does not matter. Just put it on your chicken, black it out, and there you go. I mean, each person to their own. It's just a lot to go through and make a bigger mess. I got olive oil in here, so here's what I put. This time I put about a half a teaspoon of kosher salt and maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Because you got other stuff here that's spicy, but the pepper taste is what most people go after. I got very little of this, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon of red pepper. Okay, and then I have the paprika. Smoked is delicious. It's smoked is going to be a little warmer than just regular. And I have a garlic. Okay, I have a teaspoon and a half of garlic and onion powder. And the paprika is the most. That's 2 or 3 that's a couple tablespoons in here, maybe even more. It's the main one, okay? The paprika is the main one. And the Italian seasoning, I think I put about a teaspoonful. You can see it in there. Teaspoon and a half. A lot of them I do the same except the paprika and the salt and pepper. I try to keep it down.
Is that what turns it black, is a paprika?
All of it together.
Oh.
But yeah, look, this paprika, I don't know, it could probably use some more. But watch.
Would you taste it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And I don't think there's enough salt in it. You don't do as much when you do with this. This is the spoon I've been using. I got measuring spoons. Let's put just a little bit more, another 1/8. I'm going to put a little more paprika too.
So you can tell by just that little taste you just did that you need a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Huh.
Paprika's the main one. I mean, that's big.
Let me try a little bit. I don't think I've ever done it before.
Take it off that spoon. You've never tasted it by itself. It's a little bit spicy. Not bad. I put it on top of the deviled eggs, remember? No, he don't. He just eats them.
Yuck.
What do you mean, yuck?
I don't like it.
You don't like this?
Maybe it's better after it's cooked or something.
Yeah, it is.
That's the first time I ever tasted it.
What does it need then?
No, I'm just talking about that paprika.
I hope that's enough. If it's not enough, oh, it's good. You eat it all the time. I make his chicken. Look, I make his chicken partially for him all the time, but when I just make it like that, I have these little breast tenders, and they're quick. And I want it to be a little bit healthy, so I just put the paprika and some garlic powder and some salt. No. And a little bit of the ground red pepper. I don't put a lot on there. So now we need to do some little oil on each one of them so that it'll stick.
You got the message. He took off running back through here.
As I say no.
Well, it's cold and rainy outside.
He can stay in.
He won't. I'm afraid the fox is going to get him. That big old fox was sitting out there.
Sure, I hope it don't. Something got him one time, and I just got blessed that his rabies shot and stuff was still good. Nippers had expired. I have to go a ways to take them to get.
You put the oil on there.
I don't think I got enough. Now this is slick. I'm going to have to get me something else. This round one, I don't know. It just doesn't.
It'd be like Joe Dirt. It puts the lotion on the skin.
Well, it does. If you need lotion, then you ain't got any. Use some cooking oil. You can use olive oil for a million things.
She really didn't catch it.
Huh?
Nothing.
What are you saying?
I said, from like Joe Dirt, it puts the lotion on the skin. Do you remember that from a long time ago?
Yeah. I watched it with you a couple of times. Crazy Joe Dirt. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
That's all right. At least you didn't interrupt me while I was giving. That's what I wanted you to do, though, is show. That's what I used. You can use anything you want to. How about that, to make your own blackened season? This is what I use.
What is this right here?
That's just little pieces of that chicken.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that don't look good right there. Where's my knife? I don't eat nothing like that on my chicken. No fat whatsoever. That old that old yellow looking slimy, and then blood, no,
so
I'm not.
This might be chicken, and we could be fibbing to you.
It's chicken.
It could be possum
innards.
Brenda
Let me
might
hurry.
Be
My skillet is going.
She may not be using chicken this time.
Well, I bet I don't have enough at that.
Might be the raccoon.
See, and you just apply it to it as generously as you want to. It's up to each of. But what I do, I fry him this sometimes because it's quick. And he loves chicken, and I don't have with the skin. I'm trying to do him a little healthier, and me.
That's like shake and bake.
Yeah, kinda. You could put it in the bag and shake it. I reckon that's probably the easiest way of doing it.
I guess
I'll be doing it like that from now on.
Wow.
Sounds like a good way, and less of a mess.
Well, you gotta make a mess, honey.
I always make a mess.
That's
I am so messy when I cook.
When are you going to use this old tea kettle?
I'm not right now. I don't want to. It's too pretty to mess up. I do use my toaster, but I keep something over top of it. I keep a Pioneer Woman dish towel over top of it. And by the way, thank you for all the dish towels and that little pink dress, that house dress, whatever it is. I don't know, but I love that thing. And I wear it so much.
Oh, yeah.
Wash it, put it on again. I love that kind of stuff. I really do. And my mama gave me one that you just put over your head and put your arms in some holes. It's good. I love it.
You had to break one of them out for me this week.
Oh, yeah, but that was one I bought. I put on here. I got him to put on.
I had to wear it.
Did.
I was hurting so bad I had to wear it.
He was really in some pain, and he had to do something.
Wear no elastic whatsoever or nothing.
No, and I'll tell you what, I said, hey, I got an idea. He was in so much pain. I said, I got an idea. He said, what? And I said, well, just come on. He come on, and I said, here, put this on. He's like, huh? I said, just put it on. We're at home. Who's going to know unless we tell it? Now, here we are telling it.
Well, I look like a deranged Miss Roper.
It don't matter. You should put a picture of it on the show. Yeah, deranged Mrs. Roper. Mrs. Roper was deranged. I love her,
but
though.
I tell you, it was comfortable.
I think that's why I like those type of things. I love the things that she wears, and I wear them. I got 3 or 4 of them. Mommy gave me the one, and I bought some.
I was so swollen after that surgery I had Monday that that was like the only thing I could wear that was comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And
I'm gonna tell you, if you don't have none, at least to wear it. Everybody will at least have one. They're so good. And he was glad that I had it because he said, "Oh, it feels much better."
that was a great idea.
And then I took a picture of him and sent it to him, and now he's showing people.
And the guys
It doesn't matter. You wear a gown. Old timey people on Little House on the Prairie stuff, they wear gowns. They go to bed.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. I forgot about that. I remember seeing Mr. Walton wearing them at one time.
You can cover
On the
this
Waltons.
completely or however much you want to, okay? See, mine is just right, and this is for 5. I hope you'll all fit in there at once. It won't take them too long to cook.
Speaking of that picture, I went to work for a couple hours Friday evening.
You didn't. He didn't wear it. No,
No, I didn't wear it to work, but I did wear pajamas to work. And there were all the guys was making fun of. I mean, I showed them the picture of that moo mall, whatever you call that thing.
You got 3 holes in your belly.
I had hernia surgery, and so I'm still in pain, even though it's been 5 days now or something. 6 days, but not as bad. Not as bad as Wednesday and Thursday.
I'm glad he's feeling
And
better.
Friday, but I'm doing a lot better. Had a hernia surgery, my very first surgery, and I'm not a very good patient, but I did good.
He didn't cooperate. I had to yell at him and say, "David, you're not cooperating." And he's like, "Huh?" And then he's like, "I'm not, am I?"
But that's my very first one, and I was very, 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 very scared and almost didn't do it. And if it wasn't for the nice people at the hospital, I never would have done it. They were extremely good to me. I give them 100%.
It was so funny. They was behind, and he said, "If they don't call me in the next minute, or the next 2 minutes, we're leaving."
It was 1 minute left, and I was absolutely serious.
Actually, it didn't seem like it was just a couple of seconds, though.
No, you was on your headphones and everything. I heard them call my name, and I didn't answer them. And then they kept calling my name.
They said Hall, but that other guy was a Hall, too.
Okay.
He went up.
Well, yeah, but you finally heard them. Did they just call your name? And
I said, they just called your name, David.
So anyway,
Called Hall.
I came close of not doing it. I'm so scared. I mean, I don't know why the anesthesiologist, anyway, they treated me real good, and I'm glad I had it done. They told Brenda that the surgery, that my hernia was bigger than what she had thought it was.
He liked it. He had a female doctor and 5 female nurses.
Yeah, they were all women. They were really, really good healthcare professionals that with A+, 100% plus, whatever. They were really good to me. I couldn't ask for a better situation. And just I've got a few things going on that I'm not sure about, but I'll find out this coming Thursday if something's wrong or not. But other than that, I'm all right. But,
okay, good.
So we'll leave it at that. But
we're getting him well, and it's all done, did, and over with, right?
Yeah. So, but anyway, they done me real good. It was a humbling experience for me. Gave me a different outlook on life, even though I've been around a lot of this stuff. But you really don't hit home till it happens to you personally. I've seen you go through them knee surgeries and all that.
Lord, that was rough.
And I was there for you and everything, but it don't hit you
really rough,
till you have something done to you personally.
Hey, there's a girl around here.
But the hernia was bigger than what they thought. Inguinal hernia is what they called it, and they had trouble waking me up. Didn't they tell you that or something? And so they had to take me to another department to wake me up.
Yeah,
I still ain't figured that out yet.
They take you to recovery 1, and they never did take you to recovery 2. They came and got me.
But the only thing I can remember is when they finally did get me awake, I was telling them, "Leave me alone. I'm at work."
I'm going to do us a lava cake, okay?
All right.
I've never made those, but I'm going to give it a whirl.
A lava cake.
Lava cake. But look, you're going to love it. I don't know that I will so much unless you could do one with caramel in it. Why couldn't you? Right? It doesn't have to be chocolate.
I guess.
Well, it doesn't have to be chocolate. The only bad thing about this is frying it.
Yeah, that's not probably good for you, frying.
I've gotten
Looks like fish.
Look, I've gotten beef Pioneer Woman stuff. Haribo's, it was Pioneer Woman. I just love this stuff. It's so beautiful. My daughter's giving me 4 plates that are glass. I don't sure what, if they got the pattern or whatever, but I have these kind in a storage building I bought a long time ago so I could change my stuff out. We don't have a lot of storage in here, and I like to change my stuff out sometime, on the holidays.
It's just an old plate, honey.
A white plate displays your food better. I mean, you got red or green and different textures you can see here. Imagine, now which way would you want it displayed?
I like that, and it's prettier.
Well, I love it. It's beautiful, but guess what? If I put this and green
and
the baked potato and all that in here, it's better when you're trying to display something for the camera. The white is a lot better.
I like the other one better.
Well, you might like it better, but I'm talking about displaying it for the camera.
Well, I can put more biddles on that bigger one.
Yeah, you might be able to put more biddles on it, but he's got a big old round tub he gets. It looks like a wash tub.
Yeah. My appetite's finally come back, so I'm feeling ready to eat. I ate some yesterday.
Oh, I know you like to see why it's called Blacken chicken?
Yeah, I see it now.
It ain't burnt.
Yeah,
It's close, but it ain't burnt.
Kind of looks like burnt pork chops now. I remember it because I said, "Oh, you burned it," but it ain't.
You burned them. I didn't burn them.
Yeah.
They're not burnt.
Well, that does look good. What are we gonna have to go with it?
Some Italian beans, and I baked us a potato the other day, and between the two of us, we only ate one of them, so we're gonna have the other one. See, it's already cooked.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna wet it a little bit.
Yeah, I remember I ate a little bit of that.
I'm gonna wet it, pat it dry, and I might put in a little butter on it and some wax paper or something.
Well,
and heat it in the microwave. It'll be all right.
I never have been on pain medicine in my whole life, praise the Lord, except for maybe a Tylenol, and they gave me oxycodone.
Oxycodone.
Codone, and not codeine. And
I wouldn't tell that on the camera.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I guess nobody needs to know what kind of medicine you
Well,
take,
I'm just saying, I never had anything like that, and I took it, and then when they said I had to take a muscle relaxer, well, I felt like I was tripping pretty good. But I only took, I've only took 3 of those.
Tripping pretty good.
It was 3, and we cut 1 in half.
You are such a nut, buddy.
So I took 3 and a half, but what I was going to say was the muscle relaxers seem to work the best for me. And I had one of them about an hour ago, so I got to be careful. I'll get chatty.
Hey, you can use the same one, or you can do another one and put some Old Bay in it and parsley on top of it, or whatever you want. All kinds of seasonings out there to try. You could put Creole on fish. You can do shrimp. But I love my shrimp and some Old Bay and butter. Oh, and garlic. You cannot beat it. We eat it. We both love it. Cats love it. My boy cat loves that shrimp, don't he?
Yeah. I got to where I liked it now. I never did like it in the past.
He's such a wuss boy. I'm going to tell you, he's so petted by his mommy.
Well, I tell everybody Brenda's took good care of me during this. I've been a big fat baby about all this.
He was in the beginning because he had talked to somebody.
And she's done real good for me.
I won't say who it was, but he talked to somebody. When I see him, I'm going to go to his neck.
No, she had trouble getting me to take medicines. I wouldn't take them.
He's like, I'm in pain. I don't want to take that pain medicine. We'll take the Tylenol. You want the Tylenol, the ibuprofen? Or what is it? The Tylenol and is it ibuprofen? Yeah.
They told you to alternate.
Alternate them.
Yeah.
And they said take the pain medicine every 6 hours. It ain't a very high milligram. But for him it is, but it may not be enough to help that. So anyway, I said,
I can still feel it, but
muscle relaxers. No, somebody told me I shouldn't be taking that. That's going to hurt my liver. Blah, blah, blah.
Burn your liver up.
So is everything else you're taking. And he don't take much medicine. I do, but he's the one. I have to take the medicine and try not to worry about it. Just pray that God will help me.
For the first couple of days, I wasn't a good patient for you, but after that, I was okay.
Yeah, because he was out there. Well, I don't want to do it. I don't want to think it. I said,
I wouldn't do it like that.
Yeah, he does. He makes these terrible old faces. And I said,
You dingbat, you're like Edith Bunker.
David,
Edith Bunker.
That is the truth. And I said, David. And I kind of yelled at him and looked at me and I said, you're not cooperating. He said, you're right, I'm not, and I'm sorry, I'll cooperate.
I was in humongous pain.
You take the medicine. What it was, there was a snake in the yard. The black cat brought it. Babies brought it
She was bringing it to me, and I've never seen her do that before.
I mean, if you know that they act
so that
all the
freaked
time.
me out, and I jumped up, and then I got myself worse, and I'm swollen and in pain real bad. And
our yard's on the incline. We got a whole other yard way down yonder. When he went way down there.
Down over the hill, yeah.
I would have killed it, but he didn't. And
I'm having compassion now.
I don't know why. I don't have compassion for snakes.
I don't either, but something's happened to me since I've been through this surgery, and I felt sorry for it.
Well, that's the second one.
And normally I'd get the shotgun and shoot it.
I was planting some flower seeds, which I got to redo, so maybe y'all get to see. I don't know.
So I took and got 2 buckets. Brenda was so tired of putting up with me, she went in here and went to bed. It was middle of the day, and I'm just sitting.
I come in here and sit on the couch and I fell asleep because I was exhausted.
I know.
I was at the hospital a long time.
I know, honey. I know. And so I felt compassion for the poor snake.
It got on my nerves, so I said, I'm going in the house to go to sleep.
So I finally caught it and put it in a bucket and put another one on top. So I took it way down there and set it off in the woods, and then I couldn't get back up the hill. I didn't think about it, and I had to go down on my knees. I was in such pain, and then I got myself back up. I know if I yelled for you, I couldn't get you, and you couldn't do anything anyway. So I sat there for a long time on the ground, and
I could have brought the car or truck down there and got you.
Yeah, you could have brought the truck down. Then I got back up and made it a little bit further.
But I don't think you'd be able to get in the truck. I'll have to get just like you do me and push you up in there.
But that next day is when that swelling came real big.
Yeah,
overdid it. Yeah. So I was worried that I done ruptured something or something.
David, I'm gonna make the lava cake, but guess what I might do tonight?
What?
I might make a pie.
You've been wanting a pie for a long time.
I know, I love pie. I really do.
Let's check you out here.
Pie.
Hold on a second here.
What, you want to count my fat rolls?
Let's see. Yeah, you're all right for another pie.
I'm holding in, that's right. No, the rheumatology thinks I need to try to take care of my joints and lose some weight would help, but then he injected my hands with steroids. And that's all I've done is eat, and I'm like, you want me to lose weight, but that's what you treat me with. I didn't care. I had to have something. My hands was hurting so bad I couldn't even hardly use them. And there's some different things happening with them every time they're injected. You see, something different. There's knots here, and all down here, and up here's one. I didn't realize that bone went all the way through, but it does.
You're definitely having a lot of problems here lately.
Oh yeah, my hands especially. I just don't.
Your feet looks like
bad. I don't even want to wear my flip flops or nothing. I can't wear my flip flops. I tried. It hurts. I'm done.
We'll do anything we can for you.
I reckon. Yeah. That's wear a lot of house shoes. I wear a lot of shoes like this. When you have RA, there's osteoarthritis all in me too, so I'm not complaining. I just try to deal with it.
Yeah, I know. We'll survive. We're going to be all right.
That's all you can do is deal with it. I like to talk about it sometimes.
I know.
I'm sorry about complaining, y'all. Forgive me.
I know, but
I'm very blessed that I can do and do for Dave. Well, he's been a good patient now since I had to fuss at him a little bit.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'll tell you one thing. If you're getting enough pain, you'll take it.
Nurse Ratchet.
I ain't going to force feed you, but if you're getting enough pain, you will take it.
I don't know. This whole thing's just been a real big panic attack for me.
David,
and that week.
That's another thing. When I went to Walmart that I meant to get.
And I don't know why it's been such a panic attack for me, but a week before this thing was scheduled, I was nothing but a basket case of crazy.
He really was. He drove me up the wall.
I mean, I kept calling the anesthesiologist.
I looked at him and I said, David, don't do the surgery. He said, why? And I said, because you're too nervous. Your blood pressure be sky high. You'll probably die laying in there.
I know. What I said, okay, forget it. And then you changed it.
And I said, no, you're getting it done, and I mean it. I'm tired of him feeling bad. There's something you can do about it, then you need to do it.
It's a lot of years of picking up old engines and
I'm
firewood.
But look at everything I do to try to help my body.
I know.
All the time.
I want to do better, too.
You're doing all right. You're doing good now. Just do what I tell you.
You want to show you a new trash can your neighbor got you?
The wife, the nurse, the housekeeper, the cook, I'm all that.
Look at yonder. Welcome to the new century of the. We got a brand new trash can.
Hey, my friend gave me that for my birthday, and I said, you spent too much money.
Open it up and watch what it does.
A lot of people probably got them.
Well, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
No more trash going up a wall,
Open it up. All right, now stand back.
When it's full,
Look at there.
It won't go down. So I want it taken care of. I love it.
It's like a ghost just closed it.
I love it. I tell you, and I said you shouldn't have spent that kind of money for me for a birthday present.
Well, she's good. She's a good person. She's the one that lives down over the hill, and she's really good.
Sadie called me on my birthday, and 3 days later I called her on hers. And she, I don't know. I couldn't get her.
I'm afraid we're drifting away from her, and I'm hating it very much. Now, she cried when I told her we had to have surgery, and I told her not to cry, but she didn't call and check on me, and we can't hardly get a hold of her. I feel like we're drifting away, and I wish we wasn't, but that happens in teenagers, and I've seen it before with her older sister and brother. We were all close back in the 90s, you know, and...
Sadie's happy, okay? She really is.
I know.
She's happy.
But we miss her very much.
Took a little while, and I miss her, but she's happy being with her mother and stuff. And maybe that's what she needed at the moment. I don't know.
We'll leave it at that. But for right now, we miss her.
She's happy, and I'm glad. That's right, we miss her.
All right, how black is this supposed to get? As black as a tailpipe on the car? Or?
Yeah, that's about it. I'm getting ready to get them out, but I got that stuff on there. These are done.
That poor old thing looks pretty rough, honey.
That's a baked potato. It's okay. It won't look rough when I'm done with it. All right, we'll be right back, David, and we'll fix the plate. When we come back, we'll have a plate fixed, okay?
All right.
Okay, I have a pretty plate here, and this is a little spicy for David. It is a little spicy. You got to try to control the heat as you want. I like it, but it's a little warm for David right now.
Well, what do you mean by controlling the heat? I mean on the stove eye or something?
If you put too much hot stuff like the red pepper, and also, David, the Creole's warm. The paprika's a little warm.
Okay.
So you just got to be careful with the amount of paprika you need, but you got to try it with the red pepper stuff to cut back. So you can tame it down a little bit with this, just like you do hot wings ranch. And there might be other things you like. Some people like the Italian. My dad did. He liked Italian. So
I liked Italian too.
Yeah, so David took a little time. He said it's warm, so we're going to tame it down.
But it's good, seriously.
Yeah, it's got a great taste.
Yeah, I couldn't wait. Good. Normally I'll wait till she does this. But this time I couldn't wait, so...
I tried to get it not so warm, but it still is. I didn't put much in it.
Oh, that was really good. Super duper good.
This
seriously, it is really good. No kidding.
You're enjoying it.
I don't know if I can eat this much, but it sure is good.
I love those Italian beans, but I haven't found no seeds. I could still get them in the ground if I could find some seeds. I want that kind. Them Italian beans, they're delicious. And those are already seasoned, and I love that taste. But anyhow, y'all give this a try. It's really good.
Yeah, this simple, so simple. You can create a meal for the whole family in no time flat.
Got lots of flavor popping in there.
And there's hardly no money invested at all, very little. So this would work out good.
Yep. Well, y'all please watch it, subscribe, and hit the bell, and we're going to try to get them coming here. We're just going to try our hearts out. Hopefully nothing's going to happen and slow us down. So
if work, I mean, if I get laid off here soon, we don't know for sure, but if I do, our company went bankrupt, well, then we can just do these, a lot of them, So
I'd love to do that.
Until I can get back on my feet or something other,
I wish I could exercise, but I can't do much. I could dance.
That's the first time I've ever seen you do that in a long time.
Crazy, ain't I?
She used to flat foot like you would not believe that woman could flat foot. And she was so good at it, and I don't mean to try to make you depressed by saying now you're having trouble with that.
It's all right. I can't do it, but I can still do some things, but I can't do that.
Maybe one of these days you might perk up enough to where we can do one.
This ankle over here, the heel, this part of the heel right here, back here, it's hurting, and all the way up, and it's coming up through here, and I'm like, oh no, now what? But we'll just deal with it as it comes. Yep. Praise the Lord, He's on my side, and He's going to help me.
Yeah, well, as long as we're still here and breathing
That's
and trying
right.
and trying to
Lord's
live
by
right.
my side. I couldn't do it without him, that's for sure.
And we're trying
and
to
David
do right.
couldn't either, of course, but
Well, I've done a lot of meditating sitting out there this week, sitting underneath
that's good.
out there at the woodshed and just sitting and meditating, and
You do seem
you
to
know,
be nicer lately.
I feel nicer for some reason.
I gotta pick on you, honey. You know,
I feel nicer.
Get him going.
I feel like I got a better outlook and attitude
I
or
think
something.
you do. You really do seem like
know,
it.
I don't know. It's just I was so scared for that and everything, but it's done something to me. I just have a new outlook. Look, I didn't kill the poor snake. I didn't shoot it with a 12-gauge shotgun.
See what it was? He said something, and babies dropped it.
Well, she was bringing it to me.
Yeah, and he said.
And that freaked me out.
She's got a snake or something. He didn't have no shoes on, so he was getting up in the chair, I reckon. But anyhow, she dropped it, and of course it went back near where it was at to start with.
Yeah.
And she laid there for the longest time.
And then it come back
She
out.
knew it was in there, but it come back out, and instead of him letting her get it,
I didn't want to. I was scared to run to the house. You know, that's the only thing in the world I'm scared of.
I'm scared of spiders and snakes.
Spiders don't bother me. I let them crawl on me. I ain't worried about them. Pulling them old junk cars over the years and stuff. I never cared anything
Hey,
about
I'd like
it.
to try these in an air fryer. I've been thinking about getting one, but I'm gonna just wait a little bit, and I just paid my car insurance.
Well,
so
maybe
I have
it's
to wait.
Santa Claus. Well,
That's a long time.
Well, we can wait a long time. I can bring you one at Christmas or something though. But anyway,
But I don't want that one with the basket, David. I want one that's
yeah,
got
I know.
oven door or something that opens. Okay.
All right.
Don't have to be real big either.
Yeah.
We got a long ways to go.
We
okay?
understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Dingbat.
I'm a dingbat. I don't care.
Edith Bunker.
Archie. He bossy like Archie too.
Well, maybe I used to be. I ain't maybe not as bad now.
We'll find out. We're gonna see. Anyhow, y'all, we'll see you real soon. We're gonna make another video tomorrow while there's one loading in this antique internet that we have.
Green Acres is the place to be. You know? Where else can you run?
New York is where I want to be. No, I don't want to.
Oh, speaking of New York, your daughter went to New York.
Oh, my daughter
with
did
her-
go to New
her
York.
new boyfriend.
Her fiance.
And
They
they-
went to New York,
And they bought me a coffee mug.
I got a
and-
pretty apron. It's black and white. Got New York on it.
And I drinked out of it today.
You
And,
drinked.
and it seemed like it holds the heat fairly well.
It's good with that baked potato. Well, let's go so we can eat. I'm starving.
Yeah, it's really good.
We love you guys. You take care and happy holidays.
Yes, we do.
tomorrow. Stay
And
safe, please. No
thanks for-
drinking and driving.
And thanks for watching our crazy butts.
And if you drink, just make sure you can still stand up. And God bless you all, but just don't drink. How
No,
about that?
that's probably better if you don't, be honest. I don't know. I think we've seen so much of
Enjoy
that.
some fireworks and stuff.
We've seen so much of that tragedy growing up, you know,
Our fire will be
relatives
around. Our fire will be around soon. The one we
getting
come
killed
down
in
and
car
go to.
wrecks when they're 21 years old. And,
Yeah, that's bad.
you know, and I
That's,
mean,
that's depressing.
yeah,
today.
that's depressing. Hush it up. That's right. Shut up.
I don't
Archie.
need to hear it all the time. We sit on the news and it's all everywhere.
Yeah, we don't need to.
A man close to us shot himself the other day.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to relive it. It's
No, let's go.
Unfortunately,
We
insanity
love you guys.
happens.
Stop.
Archie shutting up, honey.
Okay, we'll see y'all real soon.
Just-
God bless you. Have a good holiday. Eat you some hot dogs. All right. Bye. You know, I could do my homework.